Hey, what is up, Slimepack Nation? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another trucking vlog. And then today's vlog is gonna be, a little talking topic. Lately, I've been trying to do at least one talking vlog a week. Trying to look out for my truckers that's out there on the road. You driving and you want something to listen to. But yeah, that's what I've been trying to do lately. I'm gonna see how long I can do it, because the day that I am filming this video is the same day that I'm trying to put this video out to y'all. Today is a Saturday. I think it's March the 29th. So if y'all get this video on the 29th, just give me a green heart in the comment section, because I had to work to get this video out to y'all on the same day. But anyway, let's head to the topic of this video. What sparked me to make this video? Somebody had sent me an email, and without discussing too much of their business, they was like, could you make a video like surrounding that topic? So here I am right now. But before I get into I don't want to say storytelling, but before I get into the details of this event, I want to give y'all a backstory. So this first event that I'm getting ready to talk about, this was whenever I was in TNT. And for those of you that don't know what TNT is, that is whenever you go over the road with your trainer at Prime Inc. to get your miles in order to upgrade to get your own truck. So throughout TNT, I love doing night drives. If I had the choice, I will always drive at night. So for the most part, I did most of the night driving. Not saying he didn't drive nights and I didn't drive days. We both did all shift, all different times of the day. But I prefer to drive at night. I don't know, it's just something about that night driving that I love. So this one particular night, I know I got enough rest. I know I got sleep. But just this one particular night, anytime before I drive, I usually have me some audiobooks downloaded, some YouTube videos that's like interview style that I can listen to, podcasts, all that downloaded. I really don't care to listen to music for my straight drive. Like, I'll listen to music towards the end of my drive sometimes, but for the most part, I was mostly just listening to audiobooks, interviews, and podcasts. I will always download them, because then we was going from like east to west, that little patch between Arizona and California, no service. So I would make sure to have everything I needed downloaded, so I wouldn't need any cell phone service. But this one particular night, y'all, I know for sure I got rest, but I'm driving. It's just pitch black the whole drive. I think I started driving around, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 11. I think so. But I'm just driving. After a while, like sometimes after a while when I'm doing night drives, I get bored. Like, my brain get bored. Like, I don't want to talk on the phone. I don't want to listen to nothing. It's just, I'm just driving straight. So this night, I'm just driving straight down the highway, just straight, not listening to nothing. It's just quiet. All of a sudden, at the time, this is what I would describe it as. All of a sudden, I see like a black wolf just run out into the middle of the road and stop. And it's like his head is just turned my way. When I tell y'all, my adrenaline was on 1,000. It's like I automatically just, everything. I didn't slam on brakes. I hurry up and hit my jakes. And it's like, as soon as I came, I don't know, like my whole body started heating up. I had the chills. It's like my heart racing. It's like, I don't know. It was just, I can't really explain it. I can't find the words to explain it. But if you had this same similar experience, you know what I'm talking about. And it's like, once I was fully aware, it was gone. I'm like, what was that? Like, I didn't see it leave. It was just gone like that. I'm like, what was that? So I said, you know what? I got to pull over. And that whole time I was driving, I was aware that I was driving, but now that I think about it, I was just driving. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I was just driving. So whenever I pulled over to, it was this rest area, like within probably like 5 miles. Pulled into there, of course. This is about 3 or 4 in the morning. On ramp full, exit ramp full. No parks, nowhere to make a spot. So here I go. Heart still pumping fast, like everything's still going. In my mind, I'm like, what was that? Like, what was that? So boom, make it to a Lowe's, probably like 12 miles down the road. Of course, you know it ain't nowhere to park at no Lowe's at that time. So I ended up making me a spot in between the scale. Sometimes, you know, the scale will have a little section right there where you can get through. So I ended up parking there, pulling over. And I took me a nap, y'all. So I'm like, maybe I'm sleepy. So I think later on that day, I told my trainer about it. He was like, oh, you seen that black dog? So in trucking, I guess they call it the black dog. So that's one of the experiences that I had.
You know, I was fishing around on the subreddit and I found somebody talking about the black dog. They asked if it was real. So here's the thing. The black dog is real, but not literally a black dog. So what happens is when you get so tired, your mind plays tricks on you and you think you see things that aren't really there. It's a figment of your imagination. But nonetheless, they can scare the mess out of you and be a big wake-up call that it's time to stop and sleep.
All right, so I'm going to speak about this one last thing and I'm going to end this video. I have a crazier experience, but I'll never come on camera and talk about that. I ain't never told nobody about it. I don't even think. Yeah, I don't think so. I stayed at a pilot. I left the pilot. You know, late night, early morning, getting ready to do my drive shift. I'm driving. I can't remember which highway it was on, but I know it was hilly within, you know, the countryside of Pennsylvania. So I'm driving for hours. I'm like, you know what? I feel tired. I feel a little sleepy. I'm going to pull over to do me a split. Now, on this road, there was no pilot. There was no Loves. None of that. All I kept seeing in the GPS was like these mom and pop truck stops. So I finally gave in and I found one truck stop. So I get off the exit. I always look at my surroundings. Like, as I'm coming up, I'm looking around. Before I get ready to turn into the truck stop, I look. And I get that feeling like, nah, you ain't supposed to be there. Don't even do it. It's like, you know how sometimes you can just hear voices, something tell you, like, you'll get warning before destruction. I think that's how they say it. It was like, don't do it. It's like you could just tell by looking at the area, and just the whole vibe of it was just uneasy. This was a very small town, very dark. It's just, I had a very uneasy feeling. So I'm like, nah, I ain't even gonna turn up in there because it was already people out there. I know if I would have turned up in there, they was gonna say something. So in Trucker Path, it was showing as a truck stop, but really, it looked like somebody like personal property with truck parking, but only the locals was parking there. So that's what I would describe it as. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna just go make a U-turn and then get back on the highway. I'm gonna just push it. So I'm traveling down this highway looking for somewhere to turn around. It's nowhere to turn around, y'all. Eventually, the road that I'm on, it gets smaller and smaller, like country for real. And it's nowhere to turn around. Nowhere, y'all. It wasn't even like no shoulder on the side of the road. It was nothing but just country. Yeah, I'm praying. I'm like, God, please give me somewhere to turn around. I probably done drove maybe 10 miles down the road. Nowhere to turn around. Then eventually, I looked to my left. I seen like a big yard. I'm like, you know what? This is my only chance. I got to make it happen. So I turn up in there. Now, this was somebody's private property. And it's like, it was on some acres. The house was sitting pretty far back. But I could still see the house. I could only see the house with my high beams on. I'm like, whatever I do, I gotta make this quick. I'm on private property. I don't know what type of time these people own, but I gotta get it done. So what I did was I took me one of my big spotlights. I can't show y'all because I'm using them now as I'm recording this video. I took my lights and I put it out to where I needed my trailer to go. So I'm in the driveway. I had to back out of the driveway to the road at night, blindside. So hopefully y'all get the picture. So I put one of the lights to my right to where I need my tandems to go around the light, so I know that I'll still be on the road. And then I put another light on my left, so I'm like, okay, I don't need to go past that light as I'm backing. Boom. I start backing. I get out the truck, go check my space. Get back in, start backing, get out the truck, check my space. This one last time, it's like, I got out the truck, I checked my space, and then, I don't know, I felt something brush past me. I'm not looking at the camera because I feel my eyes starting to water a little bit because this joint is like, it bothered me so bad. I felt something brush past me. I'm like, I ain't even gonna say what I said at the time, but yeah. I hurry up and got back in the truck. I'm like, you know what? This last time I get out, I gotta make this my last time because I got to get back out and get my lights. So I was able to get the truck back straight in the road. So I'm like, you know what? Let me go get my lights. It's black. You can't see nothing. It's just pitch black. The only way I could see the house was with my high beams on. So now my truck is facing the road. I can no longer see the house or anything on the sides. All I can see is my lights and a little bit of the road that's in front of the truck. So I get out of the truck, I go get my little spotlights, and as I'm walking back, y'all, I felt a very, how can I say, a very unwanted vibe. Like, you're not supposed to be here. You're really not supposed to be here. You need to go head on and go about your way. And it's like, I don't know, I could just feel something behind me. I'm not lying at all, because I got happy in this video because my eyes is getting watery, but I could feel something behind me. And all I could hear in my mind was, it said, run and don't look back. When I tell y'all, I ran and got in that truck and I did not look back. I didn't look back. So that right there was one of the scariest nights of trucking that I had so far. Hopefully that I would ever have. Like, I don't want to experience that again. Y'all always be aware of your surroundings. Like, if you get an uneasy feeling, go with that. Don't question yourself. Just go with it. Like, your body gonna let you know danger before danger happens. And it's like, yeah, that right there was my experience. So thank y'all for listening. Like this video, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. And if you have had any like scary experiences, comment them down below in the comment section. Yeah, I'll see y'all on the next video.